Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to His and Hers podcast. I'm your host, Ashley. I'm your host, Alan, and
Everybody
that's
wants to
my
be
co-host,
Ashley.
Ashley. We got a very popular case that we're covering today. It's the mysterious death of Nolan Wells. I had another one lined up for today, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that one because this situation is taking curious turns, and I want to examine all sides of it.
Okay.
But
Okay,
before
cool.
that, how are you doing today?
I am great. Um,
Hmm.
Very great and almost eviction time. So we are entering the last 3 months, so I'm super excited. I'm in my nesting mode, so super excited about
Okay,
that.
okay.
But
So you got nursery already?
yeah, so it's getting put together piece by piece. So husband has been Bob the Buildering for the last 2 days.
Hey, hey.
So
Okay,
we
okay.
will get a final picture here. I think this weekend is when stuff will at least all the furniture will be here. So um yeah, so at least we'll get a final nursery setup picture this weekend. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, I'm just big and bloated and trying to walk around so I don't, break my hips.
Understand. Exciting, exciting.
But what's going on with
Now
you,
let's jump into
Alan?
the. Oh, I can't necessarily say right now, but it's exciting things going over on this end too.
All right.
Uh, next month is gonna be life changing, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, we're gonna do what it do.
All
But
right.
let's get into the story uh of Nolan Wells. Do you want
Okay.
to share the story, or do you want me to get the details of the story that I know?
Yeah, go ahead. Start off the story.
Okay, so the timeline is he went to Horn Island. It's an island off the coast of Mississippi with his friends for the 4th of
So we
July.
back in Mississippi. Okay, so we back in
Yes,
Mississippi. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Mississippi is having a hard year already. We got two of
Okay.
them. um, with at, I don't think this is as important, but people are making it a very important detail that he was the token black person in the friend group, friend of four boys, three of them Caucasian, one black, Nolan Wells, and
Why do y'all think that's important for this
I
story?
think it's more important that he's hanging out with people that don't like him, and it's apparent. And I think that's more of a he's trying to fit in shit thing than them being. It might be because they're white that he doesn't fit in, but be around people that want you around. That's my whole thing. I was like, these boys are mis. This ain't the first time you got mistreated by these boys,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with it.
That's a perspective. Go ahead.
Um, so he became missing. There was one boy that called the Coast Guard at 11 o'clock that night. So the Coast Guard was aware. Then the mother started calling the police at 12, I believe, uh, to
You
find out where
said
his whereabouts
11?
was.
You
Yeah.
said 11 p.m. is when the first call to the
Hmm.
Coast Guard came in. Okay.
Yep. And then the mother made a call to the police at, I believe, at 12 a.m. that same night. There was a search for him on the July 5th, the next day. Nothing came about. The mother continued to search for his phone and sent one of her friends over to one of the friends he went to the island with to retrieve it. She had an interview and said that it took them an exorbitant amount of time to retrieve the phone. So it felt a little suspicious retrieving the phone. They got the
Mm,
phone back. Uh, they believe that there's some tampering with the phone.
mm,
That's unsubstantiated. That's not official. Then he was found on July 6th, I believe at 9 o'clock a.m. and went into immediate autopsy. They are waiting for the toxicology report to come back to release any findings. Then
mm-hmm.
the family went and got an independent um,
Autopsy. Mm-hmm.
autopsy. So we're also waiting for that to come back. There have been two working theories of sorts. One of the Coast Guards did an interview early on saying it was an accidental death. He maybe got washed out of by a rip current and drowned. But he also admitted that he didn't see the body. He don't know about. He's not a professional. He doesn't know about homicides or anything like that. And he's just proficient at finding people, not
In the water.
diagnosing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not diagnosing cause of death. So my whole thing with that is then why are you even speaking on it professionally? Then
Professionally. Go, go ahead.
then a second theory came about because of I believe a couple of weeks I'm not sure the timeline, but the lead attorney for the family posted a picture of a black guy in a pool on July 5th that looks like Nolan Wells. So the internet came up with a theory that he came back on shore July 5th. I mean, yeah, July 5th, and something happened to him there, and they placed him back into the water, I assuming. But they also said he was beat with pipes and things of that nature, and he was unalive that way.
Mm-hmm.
This is the internet theory. Now, I don't see why the autopsy would take so long to um find that the cause of death if he was beat with a pipe to death. Now, other facts that we do know that is floating around is one of the boys' mother is a judge in Mississippi, and they washed the boat at 3 a.m. at her house. I don't. That just sounds suspicious, but that is another fact in this case. And all the three boys that mm, were with Nolan deleted all Facebook and social media profiles, and they haven't spoken to anyone
Sense,
since
yeah.
the incident. So I believe I nailed down all the facts that we have as of today.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get into your thoughts on some of the incidents. Let's start with the Coast Guard interview. Have you seen the Coast Guard interview?
I have not seen the Coast Guard's interview.
Okay, let me see if I can find it and play it for you real quick. Because this is very interesting. Because you know, like like you said, he's not like I said, he's not a homicide detective, but he's commenting on what he believes happened.
Is that why people were saying that Never mind. What I heard was different.
No, no, go continue, continue.
So what I heard was that Nolan didn't actually have any water in his lungs, which would have been a result from an autopsy. So he couldn't have drowned.
I haven't heard that. Where you hear that from?
The internet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard that. Only thing I heard was um that this Coast Guard did an interview like I want to say a day or two after he was found and said it wasn't foul play. It was just he drowned in the water. And I can't seem to find it. Hmm. Maybe this is it right here. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. But give us your view on the whole case while I try to find this.
I was looking at, well, since you mentioned it, I have been looking up to see if there was autopsy results, and there was something that Fox News came out with a day ago, but it doesn't say anything about results. It's just again more theories about what's happening. So, um, yeah,
Yeah, I know for a fact that the results ain't out yet,
mm-hmm.
and they're waiting to get the intoxication, results back. Which to me, that's already trying to build a narrative of he was drunk and drowned in the water. And I'm like,
Yeah, but you don't need a toxicology or an intoxicology report.
intoxicology.
You don't need that because there's a photo with all four of the boys having a beer in their hand on the boat. Now,
Right. But he's the only one that died. Okay, go ahead.
my question though is, even if we don't have, even if the investigation isn't to arrest yet, there were other things that happened on that island that are illegal, like the theft of his phone.
That now that's what I'm talking about. Uh even if you don't get charged with murder, you still tampering with evidence because you are in possession of a missing person's phone
Right.
and you haven't given it to the police. That's a crime in itself.
Exactly. That's
And
where
then
my brain is at. So
and
the fact
then
that they
you
aren't being,
also
go ahead.
we also have evidence of them underage drinking. That's also illegal. And it's like you're not getting no tickets, no fines, no nothing for nobody. It just sounds like a very it sounds like there is a very cohesive conspiracy afoot.
Very much
And
so.
and we know that there's a judge involved, so there's hierarchy in this case. There's a judge involved, so she can manipulate situations if she so choose to. For an example, the case in Georgia when that ex police officer killed
Excuse me.
Ahmaud Arbery, I think his name was, and
Hmm.
he called his former DA friend, and she slowed down the case. Now he ended up getting found guilty year or two later, but is that's just evidence of them manipulating the investigation.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, and then it's your son on top of that, so I don't think it's unreasonable to assume, in whatever capacity, that you would try to protect your children, even if they are in the wrong. So, I mean, you know, there's that aspect to it too. Um, I just, yeah, there were things that happened outside of Nolan himself that would put any other, it behind
Mm-hmm.
bars. So,
Right. I agree. I can't find that particular interview as
hmm.
of right now. So we're gonna start with one of his friends,
Okay, cool.
and I'm gonna continue searching for said interview. Let's get this share screen right here. Uh, come on now. There we go.
Tell me about your best friend, your childhood friend, Nolan.
Nolan was just a guy that if you were feeling down, he's gonna put a smile on your face. He always found a way to make me laugh, even though he was getting on my last nerve. But I always love him, man. Like that guy was like he was a blessing. I mean, like Nolan literally did everything with me. Like if he wasn't going somewhere, I wasn't going somewhere. If I was going, he was going. Like we were literally like brothers. Like honestly, like we did everything. We talked every day. We could be like he'll be at college. Obviously I was still in high school. We'd come back down, still have the same bond. Like always, we will always have that brotherhood relationship.
What has it been like now in this last week alone?
It's been hard, honestly. Like it's really stressful. Like with everything that's been going on, it's just doesn't feel real. Like it just hurts really bad, and I just wish things were differently. Like it's hard because things don't add up, and I wish I could just talk to my best friend every day again. I can't do that anymore, and it just hurts so bad. And I feel like people will just on the internet just running with narratives that they don't know, saying I was the last to leave them. If I was last to leave Nolan, Nolan would still be with us. And I think that's something that's been on my mind so much lately because with everything I've been going through, it's just like, how can y'all blame me for this? Like, that was my brother. Like, y'all don't know me. Like, that was literally my best friend. And it's just so hard, honestly.
Now, this is the boy that the mother says she doesn't know at all. He also goes on in this interview to say that a video of Nolan Wells, the video that he was like, "Give me my effing phone back."
Hmm.
That wasn't him, and that was someone else. And that it's just my thing is you can't be a best friend of someone and don't know their parents. If the mother can't corroborate that you was his best friend, you not really his best friend. What you thinking? I see the wheels turning.
That interview was a lot of. The interview had a selfish undertone to it to begin with. I feel
Okay.
me.
Yeah, it ain't talking about you. You know what? Bring up a good point. He did not mention what happened to him. Like he
No,
doesn't care to find out what actually happened to his best friend. He just cares
no.
about what they're
I
saying
feel
about him.
bad. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel, yeah, it's good. That's what came. I'm like, God dang, I do.
Yo, you make a good point.
And then The other thing though, because I knew you was going, I knew because we talked. I knew you was gonna do that, go that route with the best friend and not knowing the parents. But then I was like, is that a best friend where it's a one-sided best friendship where you think you best friends with somebody and the other person is best friends with somebody else and they just cool with you? So
The parents will still know who that person is, though. That's my
sorry,
only thing. The
I'm trying to think. I didn't have a
parents will
whole lot of
still
friends.
know.
Uh,
Just
yeah,
like
I
you
mean,
know who my best friend was growing up, because he comes to the house. We play games together. I leave with him, right? No.
you talking about Michael? Or you talking about
Yes.
your cousin?
Both of them
Look,
are best friends. Both of them.
exactly.
But
Them
that's
was
what
the
I'm
people, but
saying.
I know because
It's
they were at the house. Yeah,
and you can't claim to be you can say you friends, sure, but you can't claim to be best friends with someone and you don't know their immediate family.
I agree. I can agree with that. It's just, yeah, the interview was there wasn't. I feel like that was just more of a time for me to finally, or for that person to finally hit media outlets. Here's my likeness. So let's see what this gets me.
Yeah, and that's my issue with the whole thing. It's like what what is your purpose of speaking to the media? Like I know people get paid for interviews. Like what is your motivation? Because in this what's been chopped up, you don't mention you want to find out what happened to your friend, your best friend. You just care about what people are saying about you.
And you aren't standing next to his parents as
Ally. Like if my best friend chose not to stand next to my people, that in itself proves the point I'm trying to make.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we got you brought up a very valid point. I feel like from what I have heard in this case, a lot of people who don't have any real information to provide or to um further this case has done a lot of talking up until this point. The people mainly involved, outside of his parents, right? Outside of his parents have been giving us really good updates and what they've needed to do to um get their son's possessions back, etc. Um, but the people who are running their mouth don't have anything to do with the case at all. They're just talking.
They just talking. And my thing is there's always motivation. Like, why are you doing this, bro? Why are you here? What is your purpose? Are you and then you're not standing on the side of the family, you standing on the side of these mystery friends with connections. Like, are you trying to protect whatever status you have, or are they promising you something? Because there's no reason for you to even be here. Like
Right.
this whole case can go through his whole thing without you saying a word. Why are you here?
Facts. I agree.
Okay, let me see if I
Totally.
can find. It's just weird that that people are speaking on things that involve don't involve them. And yeah.
Wasn't there?
All right.
Was
Now
this?
I have
Was
loaded up
Go
the
ahead.
coach
Okay, yeah.
here. Since you ain't seen none of these interviews, this is going to be a little longer interview. If I can pull it up.
I talked with his dad,
Here we go.
And
Oh,
So Tracy, what his parents think happened here? Do they believe this was just an unfortunate accident, tragedy, or that it's something more sinister?
I was in Ocean Springs when it happened, and I was still in disbelief when I got the news that Nola was missing. So when I got all the details surrounding the case, that they told me he was out at Horn Island, and he came up missing and whatnot. I talked with his dad, and we just had conversation. That was kind of after the fact when they had found his body, because I was just giving the family their respect that they deserve. And when everything first took place, but I was sharing all the detail that the family was sharing, just putting the word out there, and just so everybody could be on notice and everybody be paying attention.
When you say you talked to the dad, did he kind of accept this as an accident and a tragedy, or was he more suspicious?
Well, no, he was more so just searching for answers right now, because it had just happened, and there was a lot of questions still unanswered.
Usually, high school football stars have a pretty close relationship with their coaches. What can you tell us about just Nolan as a human being?
Nolan was a great young man, with a big personality. Everybody gravitated to Nolan because of his smile. He just wanted everybody to be happy, and he was a joy to coach, a joy to be around. To sum Nolan up, long story short, Nolan is a guy that I would let date my daughter.
I mean, there were rumblings that he may have gotten into an argument, that there might have been a confrontation or something like that. I mean, was he a guy who would stand up, where, his hackles would go up, or was he more of a get along type guy?
He more of a get along type guy. Don't get me wrong. Now, if something happened, he'll defend himself. But I knew right then in that video that wasn't Nolan.
One of the theories is that he was drinking and that there was a riptide that day, and that maybe he got caught in a bad current out there. Knowing him as an athlete, and we've heard that he did know how to swim, would that surprise you if he ended up in that situation?
I mean, it would surprise me, that happened, but like I said, man, I'm just waiting till the family, give out, details of what they done gathered.
Was there racial tension at this school?
No, I don't think it was no racial intention at the school. From my experience, because you have predominant white school, you have black kids there, and they all played and grew up together and got along. Now some stuff might have happened that I didn't see, so I can't speak wholeheartedly on it. But from what I did see, it was a tight knit community. You know what I mean?
what's your first thoughts?
My thing with these interviews is that, and I was writing it down so I didn't forget it because pregnancy brain. Why are people giving character witness statements? Like they are trying to defend a character already. Like why are we going into, like, we don't know how he died yet, right? We just know that it's mysterious on how he died because his autopsy isn't back yet, but we're already getting a lot of different people who are connected to Nolan to express what kind of person he was. Like, I don't see that often unless there is something negative brewing, and people do that to counteract it with his character.
Right, they trying to get ahead of the issue.
Right. I'm like, Nolan, even if Nolan's toxicology report comes back and he had alcohol, he wasn't the only person drinking. So why would that make him a bad person? Why would that mean that,
They're just trying to find a reason why he, pro athlete that knew how to swim, would drown in water. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, oh, he was
But
drunk, so
what happens when there's no water in his lungs? Or if there's no water in his lungs? What's the narrative then?
that's why my whole issue is, okay, he's his, this black man was his assistant coach, not his head coach, assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you even, I don't know if you know sports, but I'm gonna tell you how sports go.
Go ahead.
The head coach talks to the public, not the assistant coach. Only time you hear from the assistant coach is when he gets hired. Once he's hired, you do not hear from that man no more. Why is the assistant coach speaking about anything, and not the head coach? Now, I've been hearing there is also a conspiracy theory that they are trying to get all the black people around Nolan Wells to speak out and none of the white people to speak out around Nolan Wells.
Well,
His head coach is white.
That's counterintuitive. You would want white people to defend you as as a person of pigment. But why would
I
that
just
be
think
the approach?
they making this racial component bigger than it would have been, because now you putting all these black people in front of the camera that has questionable connections with Nolan Wells.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you're talking about, you're answering questions about this racial things that are happening in the schools. You, as an assistant coach, would not know about the racial things that's happening in the school. Who would know about that? The damn principal. He would know if there's racial shit going on in the school. Why ain't he answering those questions? You know who also would know if Nolan Wells better than you is probably the head coach that, you know, he put into the games. He knows the parents. He recruited. Not an assistant coach that you just take direction from the head coach. The friend, another one. Why doesn't the family know you and you claiming to be this boy's best friend?
Everywhere together. Apparently not to his house.
Not to his house, not to his room. It's just like everybody that's speaking out.
I think there is a thing in Mississippi right now, just in general, that has going this direction to pit races against each other is probably just fuel to a fire that doesn't need to burn. It doesn't need to burn this particular way. There are other things, like I really just, in this particular instance, justice or understanding what happened to get justice for Nolan should be the priority. In other cases, we already know what happened, so we're just waiting on the justice. So you can't pair those two things together and make it under the race umbrella.
Right. And I believe you talking about the baby getting shot case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cohen.
By the police officer.
Yeah, Cohen.
Colin Well.
Wiley.
In that case, Wiley. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. My fault. In that case, it's like, yeah, the evidence tell us what happened. You
Right.
don't need to tell us what happened because we can see the directory of the bullets that enter his body. The autopsy already came out, and he got hit from the side and punctured his lung or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So we're
But we
just
saw that
waiting.
from the car too. We didn't.
Yeah,
I saw that
you
from the
pointed that
car.
out as soon as we did it. Yeah, as soon as we seen the car, it's like, nah,
Yeah.
that case is more, but it's also involving a police officer. So
Yeah.
it's going to take
Very
longer.
right.
It's
Yeah.
going to take longer just because of that.
Right. Exactly. But
This case,
this,
we don't, yeah, like you said, we don't know the
yeah, you don't know
exactly what
anything.
happened yet.
You don't know anything until his autopsy comes back. I'm glad that the family is getting an independent autopsy because given Mississippi's track
Mhm.
record, I wouldn't trust it.
I wouldn't trust it at all.
I would not trust it. But
And
I heard that Colin Kaepernick is assisting with like getting
oh
um
yeah, I heard a lot of celebrities.
yeah,
Colin Kaepernick is paying for the autopsy. Uh,
Tyler Perry is doing something.
Tyler Perry paying for the funeral,
And
and I
then
thought Jay
who's
Z
that
was in there
director?
somewhere.
Who's that director that freak. That black director, he may have started directing like
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna know the directors' names unless you
okay,
tell me.
cool. Cool. He played in movies, right? But he turned director. So like you
Oh,
remember
yeah, okay. Key,
yeah, like
Jordan Peele, Jordan Peele.
yeah. Yeah. So
What he doing? I ain't
I
hear
don't
his
know.
name.
I don't know. I just saw the picture with everybody else. Nolan had Tyler Perry had
Oh, he okay,
yeah.
okay. Now
I
I
don't know.
want to find this god daggone interview where he's this Coast Guard is trying to like sweep it under the rug. Oh, it's just a accidental death.
They probably took it down, Alan. Cause you probably not the only one that's on that track, Alan. That don't make no sense. Why would you be speaking on causes of death if you can't cause a death? If you can't diagnose a death?
Let me see. Yeah, I can't seem to find that song. I can't find it. But yeah, he was basically saying that, oh, it's an accidental death. I don't y'all can stop the
I,
investigation because
I, you know, that's valid because I did hear that something came back really quickly saying that it was an accidental death and people were outraged about it, but apparently it wasn't
right.
from the autopsy. So I
No, it
mean,
wasn't from. It was just from the Coast Guard who was searching for him, and he didn't even find the. He didn't see the body. He just saying shit. It's like that, bro.
I did hear that. I did hear
Respectfully, shut the fuck up. It's like you didn't see the body.
that. Got
You don't know nothing about autopsies or how people die. Why are you on national news talking about, oh, it's an accidental death? You don't know shit. Shut the fuck up. All you know how to do is fly a plane and look for people. Let that be your expertise.
I think
Like
Alan
people
had
always trying to step out.
that.
What? People always trying to step outside the boundary of their expertise. I respect you in what you do. I do not respect you in investigation. Respectfully, shut the fuck up.
I agree. And I can tell, I can contest that even though without hearing the interview, I have heard that information circulate, so it had to come from somewhere. So I can
And
intuitive
I
put two to two, two and two has to equal four. So yeah, I can see where
right.
that's coming from. But yeah, I don't think that they I wouldn't keep that information up. That's misleading. If you're
That
calling
is
off
misleading.
searches.
That's I feel like that's bad. Like, I'm not a journalist. I don't claim to be. I just feel like that's bad journalism to give out leading information like that. Either, and I blame the news people who publicized it. They're like, this dude is a regular dude, probably don't know no better. He's just giving his opinion, which is
Mm-hmm.
fine. But you can't do that as a reporter, as a news station. You're supposed to give news, not opinions.
Do you remember who the news outlet was?
I don't. I know I can find it. If y'all interested, let me know. I'll research it and bring it to y'all when we get the next update. Cause we definitely gonna stay on top of this one. Okay. You feel fulfilled? Did you get all your anger out? Because I feel like I got a little bit more pent up about this case.
You do have a little bit more about this case, but I'm not angry yet because I don't know what happened. I have suspicions about what happened. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also not going to, because I also think that there is some accountability to be had on,
On his part.
yeah. Um, and it's not just, you know, the picture of the beer can. I think we've all had some before we were of age to have
Mm-hmm.
some. It's more his decisions and the people he chose to hang around with. Because
And
I see a lot of my little brother in that, and it makes me sad. um, to where you hang around and be accepted, and that's not. I hope that's not the case, but I'm trying to stay out of my
well,
own way.
that seems to be the case a lot because I'm just gonna look at the facts. You went there with them. They was okay to leave you on an island without your phone. They knew you had your phone. They had your phone. And
Mhm.
when someone came to look for it, they was watching. She said they was watching a movie, not giving a damn. I'm like, bro, you not gonna make sure your people get home safe? And yeah,
Right, but yeah, that's what I mean. Those kind of people don't just start acting that way. So you chose to
exactly.
do it. You chose to be out there with them again to do what with them. Like that's where my calmness is coming from, is why are we choosing to put ourselves.
In situations like that, there were people that really don't care about us, and that's my point of view from the beginning. I think it's less of a racial component and more of a you're trying to be accepted with people that's not accepting you component. They just allowing you to be around for
Were
whatever
were
reason.
these kids high school or they're his college kids?
I'm sure there's probably the
A
same
mix.
grade. So he was just graduating college. I mean, just graduating high school, going to college. So I'm assuming these are the same.
You know, there's some things behind that because he's a star athlete, right? So you're trying to climb
Mhm.
ranks, right?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you're so
Hang
you
around,
try exactly. You hang around with people who can get you to where you think
but continue.
you hang around people that can elevate your current position. That's
Then why would you? Well, yeah, yeah, I can see that. I also see like maybe they felt like he didn't deserve what he was getting.
yeah, probably. Which is, I think that speaks more
Yeah,
towards the
some of
race
the
thing.
same shit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you
that
think
speaks more.
so?
I do. Because why would you think he didn't deserve
I just
it
think
outside of his?
maybe they also was from the football team. I don't know. I'm just speculating right now, but
The speculation,
I
all of it's
know for a
speculation.
fact Yeah, I know for a fact that they didn't like him because I would never leave someone on an island without knowing they have a way back. I don't, and they said he met a girl and he was staying for the girl.
The girl
And I was
said
like,
that he
that's
got
some
back on the boat. That yeah, I heard that whole exchange. The
yeah. I'm
boy
like,
said
bro,
that they
y'all
stayed
trying
with the
to
girl. Yeah.
y'all
The
fishing for somebody to take this bait,
mhm.
and that's how I know something is afoot.
Exactly.
Something is afoot.
Exactly. And that's why I'm going to stay calm and try to stay neutral. Um, it, do I think that this is an accidental death? No, I do not believe that this is an accidental death. But I'm trying to stay neutral so I can accept the facts as they come for what they are. And not let my
Then you leave the
biases.
boy out there without his phone, and you just drive back to the house with it.
And then, I
It's
mean, he
just
didn't tell his parents because
didn't tell his parents nothing.
the parents
I'm
still
just
searching
this
for him.
whole situation is crazy. Now it sounds like you lured him out there. To me, like you stranded him without no communication to get back to the house.
I can't say that's why I'm gonna stay neutral because I can't say
Yeah.
lured because lured you wouldn't leave any traceable things back to you, but they out there taking pictures, whatnot, and
What did they leave behind? Oh well, they took pictures. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
But they took. My thing is they took those pictures down, and someone had got them before they deleted their daggone social medias.
You still took the picture and posted it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm just like,
Either y'all dumbass criminals or it probably wasn't the intention of the day, but that's what happened.
do you think the judge got any parts in this?
Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Do you think she's gonna be charged with anything?
No,
No.
no, I don't. Because
Should we?
if she was, she would have got charged with housing that damn phone. Her and their son would have got
I don't think
charged
it was
for.
at her house. I think I don't know. I don't know the details of what house it was, but I do
Whoever's house
know.
the phone was at, I know the parent of that person and the child should not be still out here being able to talk, walk, and do anything. They should be behind bars.
Charged with something.
You are in
Yeah.
possession of an item that don't belong to you that came from now a deceased person. You need to go to
At the time, was a
jail.
missing person. Yeah. So yeah, that's a bad look.
You need to go to
I
jail. The
hope
fact that the mama got to beg you to, or not the mama and the friend got to track it down by Life 360. You're not even offering it
they
to the
said it wasn't in
police.
life. They said they turned off Life 360 and they found it because of Snapchat. The
Okay,
Snapchat told them to go there.
whatever
That's
the
even
case,
more reason why, like you obviously are tampering with the phone.
whatever the facts, I'll get that to you. But whatever the case is, you did not turn over this phone. You knew there was an investigation. You didn't turn over this phone to his parents, so I don't think y'all are not friends. If y'all not giving the y'all not friends.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
You're
give it
not
to his
friends.
parents. You didn't give it to the police. The mama found it through a tracking app, whether it be I did hear about Snapchat. I also heard about the Life 360, whichever one of the two brought
Mm-hmm.
the mom and the friend to your house to ask for the phone. And you then proceed to stall and stall until you can't stall anymore to give this phone back. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I didn't realize I had this. Let me
Yeah,
give it
and it
back
was
to
like
you.
I heard some girl had to tell to they was trying to blame it on some girl. Then the girl was like, "No, you got it on your dresser or something like that." It
I
was just
heard
a
that.
whole.
I heard that as well. I heard that as well.
I was
They
like,
called the
"Yo, this is
girl.
y'all trying to redirect this investigation." And I think, oh, I did miss a. They are in grand jury proceedings now to investigate charges, so that's good.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so that's
Great.
good. I just hope
Because there's
because
a
I
few right off
know
the back that I can
what you
think
say.
of. I said there's a few charges right off the back that I can think of that we've been discussing this entire
Yeah,
podcast. Your ass is drinking
yeah.
underage. Somebody had to
That's
give
at
it
least
to
a
you.
ticket.
Somebody
Hmm.
had to give it to you. So that's a charge. I don't know. That's a charge for who gave it
And
to
you
you.
driving a motor vehicle while drinking.
That's another
That
charge.
that's driving under influence. I'm like, bro, these joints. I got 3 off the rip.
That's another charge, and we ain't even got to the phone yet. That's a whole nother that you
Yeah.
look. Whoo.
Who bought the liquor? Y'all driving while intoxicated?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
these are crimes.
Those are
But
crimes.
we're talking about Mississippi, who is inherently protective of
Colored
the
people.
yeah. So I'm gonna let the investigation do what the investigation do, but I see that there's at least 3 that we can at least get them in custody for to answer questions.
Agreed.
And if that's not being done, I, I don't have faith
Uh,
in the system, to be honest with you.
I
And I'm glad
do
that
to an extent by Nolan getting an independent autopsy. That's
well,
the
that's not
only saving grace in this particular instance for right now.
mhm. Yeah. And I want to do this too. I want to demolish the lead attorney on it because he's posting stuff on his social media like that pool picture that's not been instantiated. It's like you confusing your followers because of your status. We believe that it's been factual. It's a factual thing. If you're stating that Nolan Wells was at this pool party, we're going to believe you because you are the attorney. You know what I mean? And if it's
Mhm.
not factual, you shouldn't be posting stuff like that. It confuses people that's following this case. And that's all I got. I think I got all my gripes out now. But
There is a man in that photo with USA shaving into his chest. When would you shave USA into your chest?
not never. Me personally, not never.
Anywho, what other time would somebody outside of Allen shave USA into their chest?
Well, I can think of a couple reasons, but this is also my bias.
What's the reasons? Let me hear it.
You very patriotic, which means now, like I said, this is my bias from what I've experienced. There's a correlation with being patriotic and racism for me. So I get nervous when I see American flags, uh anything American, bald eagles, um tattoos of American pride. So that to me symbolizes I need to be careful around this person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if he carves USA in his chest, I will be like, okay, he might be one of the good old boys.
Right, but what time of the year do you think it would
Oh, 4th of
be?
July.
In the picture, there's a man with USA shaved, not tattooed, not painted on, shaved into the chest, right? How I
At
know
the
my
pool
hair
party?
grows, huh?
At the pool party?
At the pool party. In the
I didn't
picture.
see that. I gotta look at that again. Hold on.
In the picture.
In the picture.
In the picture.
Okay. And they doing a lot of protecting of these boys too. I do see it. No.
Shaved. How long do shaving last for you, Alan? Because it only
No.
lasts 2 days for me.
It only lasts shit a day for me. What? No. I didn't see that.
Stop it, Sean.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Stop it.
What are you over there doing?
Booting my stomach. Because I
Which
got
one is
excited.
hers? Oh, protective dog. Hold on. Can I? There it go. So
What
you
that
talk about
say?
this
What
guy
that
right
say?
here.
What
I've
that say?
never seen that. They said that this pool probably was hella earlier in the year too. That's I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think?
First of all, I don't think you should be carving shit. That's none of my business. You do what you want to do. Y'all got autonomy over your bodies. Do what you want to do. But USA is crazy.
Yeah. 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 Um, and I will be concerned about everyone that's around if I seen that in person. Just, living the life that I live. I which is allowed by the citizen. I just go to work, come home. But
Let's clarify.
yeah. um, but tattoos and things like that and t-shirts like that would concern me a little bit because I know what comes with patriotism. It's usually a little dash of racism.
Sprinkle it in. It's a little
But
sprinkle.
yeah, that's a different story. It's already been an hour. I appreciate the conversation. Look, we trying to grow this channel. If you like what we talking about, please join the discourse. Talk to us. Let us know what's going on, what we can do better. What do you want to see from us? And with that being said, I'll see y'all next week.
And next week it is.